we're often asked, tell us about pickleball. You've been around and you teach it. What is it? And the classic line is it's a cross between tennis, badminton, and table tennis. But I truly believe it's mostly like table tennis or ping pong standing on top of the table. So it's a sport on a smaller court that's very fast, played with a plastic ball and a paddle rather than a racket. There's no strings, and it's a very interesting and very strategic game. I'm Jim Lafferty. I'm the founder of the Jewel Basin Center and the Two Rivers Pickleball Club that plays the great sport of pickleball here. About 7 years ago, I got introduced to pickleball in Texas. I was coming from competitive tennis, and like a lot of pickleballers of my generation, blew a knee a couple times and was dragged onto the pickleball courts, and actually hated it the first time I played it. But the second time I fell in love with it once I started to understand the game. And in Texas we had a really big, beautiful facility. We had 16 courts and a very active group. So I learned a lot about pickleball and what that meant to people in terms of their enjoyment of the sport, how healthy of a sport it is, and the social aspect of it. So being a Montanan part-time, we set our sights on building a center that we could share the joy of pickleball. We opened in June of 2021. We thought by now we'd have a little over 300 members, and our membership actually eclipsed 1,700 last month. Now, a lot of those players aren't here all the time. A lot of them are snowbirds, and a lot of them are people that pass through the area that aren't necessarily playing every day. But the growth in this sport has been amazing. Even in this relatively aggressive winter we've had here in the Flathead Valley, over 200 members have joined since January 1st. And that's just in the first 2 months of this year. So it's been phenomenal, it's been fun, and it's exciting to see the growth of Two Rivers Pickleball Club and the sport in general. We recently became a member of Montana West Economic Development based on the impression that we were given by your leadership team when your group came here last fall for the annual membership meeting. And I had a chance to introduce our center to your group and learned of the quality of what your membership is, but also what your initiatives are in terms of supporting and helping businesses grow in this region of the country. I've always been about business growth. That's been my whole career as an entrepreneur. Developing companies and building them and creating new opportunities has been kind of part of my makeup. And I knew that Montana West Economic Development was right for our company to be involved with. So we really appreciate being a member and being invited.